And you were telling me that you also write.
Yeah, you were
Write for
talking
other
about
people.
magic. I always have that. Like I actually, the first ever performance, thoughts that I had were magic.
You're not going to show me a trick, are you?
No, I went to. I'm gonna tell you a joke. These two Jews walking a bar. I went to a magic store. I lived in Shreveport, and I went there and I bought some tricks. I remember reading about Houdini, like almost everybody did. Bought a couple of tricks, some handcuffs, and I remember the guy said, "Well, it'll take you about a week to get those tricks down." Well, we had them down the next day, me and my brother. And wow, we used to do the craziest stuff. We would take ropes and tie ourselves up as best we could and leave ourselves there and see how long it took somebody to get out.
Yeah. It's kind of my thing is escapes, actually.
Mine was just getting tied up. I just
You
lay
just
there.
like that part?
No, I'm just teasing.
Now it's $50. $50 an hour.
That's right. And I always think that most comics are either magicians or failed rock and roll people. I was in bands for a long time. I sang for a long time. And if you're in a band and your drummer's a worthless person, then guess what? So are you. Because you're in a band with that guy.
Yeah.
And theater kind of saved me. I'd never seen a play. And one night, actually, was my drummer showed up late for rehearsal. I had never acted, never done comedy, any of that stuff. And I was just a singer. And my drummer showed up late. I got kind of mad. I left rehearsal, came home the next morning. There was an ad in the paper that said, needed men to sing in a play called Damn Yankees. And I thought, it was an audition notice, but I thought, wow, they need people to sing so bad they're running an ad. I didn't get the audition part of it. And I went down, and my hair was down in the middle of my back, and I was, and yeah, it changed my life from that moment on. And it was very rigid discipline. You be here on time. If you're not here on time, somebody else wants your part. So if you're not here, I'll give it to somebody else.
Right.
And the director was actually my second marriage. I got married there in that theater that I started working at. I'd never seen a play, and 2 years later ended up writing one.
Oh, wow.
And I really enjoy. I love theater. I don't so much like to sit and watch a play. If it's a straight play, I do. A musical, I can't. I don't like that.
Thank you.
I don't mind doing them. I don't mind being in one. That's kind of strange. I don't mind being in one, but to watch one, I can't get into it.
I can't do it. We went and saw Les Mis a year or two ago here, and I didn't know anything about it. I got to be honest. And so we went, and I'm like, why are they singing every single line?
Right.
Like they can't say yes or no without singing. So it was very irritating.
But I will say that when I watch, if I went to, I've never seen Grease live, but the movie, I love the movie. I can watch Grease over and over again because I grew up in that generation.
Yeah, that was big when I was a kid too. Actually,
Yeah, and I think it's the #1 musical movie of all time.
Really?
Yeah, Chicago came close to beating it here recently.
I do like that one too because I think it has some humor and stuff.
I haven't seen it.
Oh yeah, see, I like the movie.
But I've seen some that were awful, and I've been in some that were probably bad. But Oliver's a great play. Oklahoma's a wonderful play to go see. Most people know most of the songs in those, and there's some that are just out there though.
My favorite though is watching a play or a musical and seeing something that you can tell isn't quite going right.
Right.
That's what I like. Maybe that's the comedian part.
And all those Elvis movies. I'm a huge Elvis fan, but
yeah,
I can't remember. Some comic had something about just about anything he says. Like, Elvis, would you like some lemonade? Lemonade.
Oh yeah.
Let cool, refreshing drink.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
I can't remember who that was, but yeah, everything had to be sung.
Yeah.
But yeah, musicals definitely not my not my thing. But you've written comedy for magicians.
Yeah. Yeah. We were going to talk. We had a little conversation before this started, so we're going to flash back to that. I've written for a lot. I think to myself, I'm as good a writer as I am a comic. I can look at somebody else's act and go, "Oh man, you should say this and you should say that."
Yeah.
And over the years, I've got some magicians who have asked me to write for them, and I watch their act. And I remember there were two different two different magicians who approached me about writing for them. I watched their DVDs, and they were doing the exact same thing. And one particular bit was a block. It's like a yardstick kind of. It's a square thing, has ropes run through it, and it disconnects. And I don't know what the trick's called. What is it called?
I don't know. It's like the pom pom thing. Is
Something
it that
like
one?
that.
Or I don't know. I don't do that style.
And it's and it comes with a script in the box.
Yeah.
And they were doing exactly the script that came in the box. And I was like, and they knew each other. I was like, do both of y'all know that y'all are doing this? And they go, well, yeah, that's the script that it came with.
Yeah.
I was like, write a different script, man. Come on. You yourself can think up something yourself. And I don't like Rick Thomas is here. He's a great magician. I like him very much. But I have never been one for. I think you said something about this for the ta-da thing and the girls dancing and all that stuff. I just rather. I just like to see the trick. Just show me the trick, man. I don't need all that other stuff.
Yeah,
just show me what you got.
And I say that in my show. I wear all black. I say I don't wear sequins, flashy coats. I don't have fog or fancy lights. I'm going to show you a trick.
Right.
And so that's what I do.
And I think illusionists, like, I won't say Rick, because Rick actually does a great job.
Yeah, I enjoy his show. But he mixes in comedy. He's got little tricks in there. Right. He's got big tricks.
And
he
he's
kind
a
of makes fun
world
of
champion ballroom dancer, too. Did you know that?
I did not know.
Yeah, he is. He was him and his sister.
He was all over my feet when we were dancing. It was very awkward.
But for most people that don't know, like, you can share this, like an illusion, like sawing a woman in half. You can go and buy that trick and do it yourself this weekend.
Easily.
But card tricks, coin tricks, all those things take years and months and years of dedication and practice to get it down.
If you only knew the hours I think about practicing.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I can't do card tricks. I can't do that. But I know how they work. I've just never done them.
Yeah.
And so
I get a little aggravated when people say we love your illusions. And to me, it's two different things. But
Right.
it's just nitpicking on my part.
Right.
Yeah.
Close-up magic takes a lot. It's like learning to play a piano versus... I don't know another comparison for the illusion.
Playing the radio.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. It's like driving a car is coin tricks and magic tricks, and playing the radio is an illusion.
Well, here's not to pick on illusionists, and then we'll move on. But I know one here in town that got very angry about something that happened in a show with someone, one of the assistants. And assistants is kind of a weird word to use in most of those situations.
Right.
And he said, "I'm the magician. You're just the person in the box." Where the person in the box does everything.
Right.
The magician in those cases is usually just, stalling.
And the key to all that is the person in the box did not have Twinkies that day.
Yes. You need to find tiny little
Yes, you need to find
anorexic.
tiny little people, yeah.